As promised earlier, I have come back to you with a new financial literacy video, and in fact I have planned to make a series of video on fixed income products like fixed deposits, NCDs and debt mutual funds.
Hello and welcome to the third video of fixed income series. In this video we will discuss about fixed deposit and NCDs. What are the similarities and what are the dissimilarities. So please watch the video till the end. Let's continue. Do we invest or not is a question, but we all have a bank account and we do have some fixed deposits in it. So let us just go through the terms we use in fixed deposits. One is principal, the amount we use for fixed deposit. Interest rate, at the rate at which we earn the yearly income on our principal. Simple interest is when the interest amount is kept separately and not added in the principal. While in compounded interest, the interest income periodically added in the principal and that also earn interest. Compounding period is the period at which interest is added to the principal. In banking system, mostly the interest is compounded quarterly. Let's go to the next slide. The important features of fixed deposit. We have a principal amount which we use for deposit. We get interest payment in monthly, quarterly, semi-annually or annual basis. If we have a deposit which is less than a month, we get the interest at the time of maturity. We can choose any tenure between 7 days to 10 years time. Mostly, I have not seen any fixed deposit exactly after 10 years. So this is the basic term we have for fixed deposit, and it depends on the investor. Investor can open a fixed deposit anytime they want. Compounding. If the fixed deposit is kept more than 6 months, it gets compounded. In fixed deposit, we also have an option of premature withdrawal. In that case, there is some amount of penalty charged by the bank, except for tax-saver fixed deposit. For the tax-saver fixed deposit, there is no option of premature withdrawal. The fixed deposit income is taxed as per the tax slab of the investor. As fixed deposit and NCD or corporate bonds are very similar in nature in few ways, just wanted to discuss about what are the similarities they have and what are the difference it has. As NCDs and debt mutual fund have become very popular in our country gradually, and it is actually getting into a pace, we really need to know what are the difference between a fixed deposit and an NCD. Both the instrument has its own strength and weaknesses, as we call it. So none of the instruments are perfect. So our very fixed deposit, the old product we have seen since childhood, it has a few benefits which we don't get in NCDs. Like, against a fixed deposit, you can take a overdraft facility or you can take a loan against it. So the interest rate charged on these loans are very low. It is just 1 to 2% over the fixed deposit rates you get. Fixed deposit is insured up to 5 lakh rupees by DGICGA or Indian government, inclusive of principal and interest. If you invest in any kind of bank, that is commercial bank or small finance bank or cooperative bank, up to 5 lakh rupees it will be insured, inclusive of your principal and interest. It can be done in any specific bank, post office or NBFC at any time for any tenure. However, NBFC deposits are very different in nature compared to banks. Banks are more flexible in nature. So in this video, we will be talking about only bank fixed deposits. Fixed deposit can be done at own convenience at any bank at any time. At a click of your mouse, you can just do it. Against to NCD doesn't have a loan or overdraft facility. It doesn't have any insurance facility either in case of issuer default. It can be bought through Demat account, however. So, however, you cannot just buy NCD whenever you want to. First of all, you can buy in one way through the IPOs in the IPO period of various NCD issues. Whenever NCD issue is coming, you have to keep an eye for it and apply for it after doing your own homework. Also, you can invest in secondary market, but you can only do it during the market hours between 9 to 3 or 3:30 or so. And you have to again keep a track on things, how the which NBFC, which NCD is liquid for trading and everything. So when it comes to liquidity in India, fixed deposit is still little more liquid than NCD. However, NCD earns a little more interest rate than fixed deposits. So as we discussed in detail what are the difference and similarities of FD and NCD, let us see when we should be choosing NCD and in what circumstances we should be choosing fixed deposits. So you should invest in NCD when you have some basic idea about how bond investments work, how you are comfortable about it. You should do some reading, you should speak to some advisor, do some basic checks, and then only if you are comfortable, you should be investing in NCDs. You also need to have a demat account for investing in NCDs. You should invest in NCD if you are looking for a little higher interest rate with equal safety. So if you are investing in an NCD, you need to look for the higher rated NCD like AAA, AA plus, that kind of NCDs. And you should invest in a IPO phase if you are not very savvy investor in trading. Also, you should invest when you understand the interest rate movements as per RBI monetary policy. If you think the interest rate is very high and it can come down later, then if you invest in NCDs, you will be able to find NCDs with discount. Like, if NCD probably was launched at a issue price of 1,000 rupees, and because the interest rates have gone down, gone up, and the interest that NCD is trading at 980, yet it has a AA plus or AAA rating, you should look at investing in that. You can do some calculation on what exactly would be the yield to maturity, what exactly the interest rate you will be getting, because coupon rate will remain the same whether or not your bond price move. The coupon rate or the coupon payment will remain the same, whether if the coupon rate is 10% on 1,000 rupees issue price, whether your bond price goes to 1,020 or bond price goes to 980, the coupon payment will remain 10 rupees per 100 or 100 rupees on that bond unit. You can also make partial withdrawal. So like if you are investing 10,000 rupees in a bond and the unit is of rupees 1,000, you can withdraw at a time 1 or 2, 3 units like that. But if it is a FD, you have to withdraw the full amount at one go. So in this, NCD has these additional benefits. When should you choose fixed deposit? These days, we talk about so much of mutual funds and NCDs. People think that fixed deposit is a redundant option. It is not. Fixed deposit is a very good option when you are doing an emergency fund, and especially if the money is below 5 lakh rupee, if you have a old person at home, if you have a medical emergencies going, withdrawing money from fixed deposit is much easier than withdrawing money from NCD. And if you are not looking at a higher return, of course, if I am talking about fixed deposit, I look at it as a contingency fund. And for FD, you can withdraw the money anytime. Of course, on a working day, if the amount is more than 1 lakh rupee, you may have to visit the branch. It may charge a little penalty on the interest rate. Remind you, they will charge a penalty on the interest rate and not on the principal amount. But premature withdrawal in NCD can cause your capital loss also. If the NCD you have to withdraw, if it is trading at 980 in place of 1,000 rupees, you will lose that 20 rupees in a secondary market transaction, and things like that. And if you are in a lower tax bracket, your annual interest income is not too high, and you are not worried about the TDS on your interest amount, you should definitely go for fixed deposit. Hope you like my presentation on NCD versus fixed deposit, and I this series will go on. I will add a few more videos on the fixed income series. Keep watching. You can follow me on Facebook and Twitter too. If you like my channel, subscribe. If you like the video, please give a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon. Thank you.